As you're probably aware, there are several different types of earplugs available on the market at the moment. Some of them are better than others, and some are more suited to certain uses. So, molded earplugs are particularly good all-round earplugs and are suited to all uses in that they are great at blocking sound and other noises, and they're also waterproof, so can help prevent swimmer's ear and surfer's ear. Our earplugs are antibacterial as well, so they are particularly useful when it comes to swimmer's ear. Traditionally, people use soft wax or soft silicone earplugs to prevent swimmer's ear and surfer's ear, because they are quite good at keeping the water out, but unfortunately they tend to be very sticky and can leave sticky residue on the fingers, sticky bits in your ears, leave bits behind. And if you drop them on the carpet, they get stuck in the carpet. They also accumulate hair, so if you've got long hair, they get caught in the earplugs, which can make them difficult to push in. And also they get contaminated and look dirty, and they can go grey or brown after just a few uses, which leads to people throwing them away, having to buy new ones frequently, which can increase the long-term cost of using these types. Other types of earplugs include foam earplugs, which most people have seen at some point. They're pretty much everywhere because they're cheap. They don't tend to be very comfortable because the foam is a memory foam which expands, so it creates a seal by expanding in the ear and forming a contour, but in doing so presses on the very sensitive lining of your ear. You probably, if you've ever used an earbud, you'll know how sensitive the lining of your ear is. And so when the foam expands and presses on it, it can be really uncomfortable. So particularly if you're using them to sleep, it's not uncommon for people to take them out in their sleep because they're uncomfortable. So you're exposed to the noise that you're trying to block, and you're woken up. Obviously, foam earplugs are no good for swimming, because they just let the water in, and they tend to be quite unhygienic because they are porous and accumulate wax and skin on the surface. So skin cells can get stuck in the surface layer and they become contaminated with bacteria. And because they're porous, they can become damp and retain moisture, so they're more likely to harbour fungus and bacteria and things that will cause ear infections. So I'd recommend moulded earplugs because they're much better all round, they're more comfortable than other types, they last much longer. So although they can be more expensive to buy initially, ours are $14.99 at the moment, so a lot cheaper than having your ears moulded by an audiologist. And because they last for many hundreds of uses over several years, the cost per use is a lot less than using something like foam earplugs, which can be used only 2 or 3 times before being thrown away, or the wax ones as well, which don't last very long. They're actually more cost effective in the long run.